Alexa? Oh my God. Hi, you guys. It's soup night. Hopefully this is working and I'm streaming. Wait. Yeah. Yes. Yes, it works, right? It's 5 o'clock right now, which is my time. So 7 o'clock your time. I can hear the bells. I can hear the bells. That means that we're live. Well, that we're on time at least. But so this is soup night. You guys are right on time because I'm just going to start shredding the chimkin. Do you guys want to come with me? I guess I never thought through that part. But also, cheers. Cheers to wine. It's working! Okay, yay! I love that it's working on your flight, Alexa. You are really my main girl for logging on a flight. My friend Kelly is also on a flight right now, so she couldn't make it. But so I think I'm gonna bring you with me, Alexa. How does that sound? You are on. So I have this like bar cart that when I moved out here, I thought I was gonna throw away. I just like left it in a space in my kitchen for a year, and it turns out it is. Thank you. Yes, I'm wearing my deviled egg shirt because we do have deviled eggs. Oh, tonight's menu. Okay, we're doing deviled eggs. We've got our midnight soup, and then I'm also making hummingbird cake because it's my favorite cake, and I'm making my favorite for my birthday. Okay. So we're gonna do chicken stuff now. Okay, because so what I'm gonna do to start, I'm taking you on this journey also, by the way. So I had planned to have like all of this done. To be fair, I did get a ton done today. I will say that. I did get most of what I needed to get done today, but I was hoping to have this part done before the stream, but we don't. I'm making crackling to start off with. Okay, hummingbird cake is actually so delicious. So every year when I lived in Chicago for my birthday, I would get the hummingbird cake from Magnolia Bakery. I'd get myself a slice for my birthday. And so when I was thinking about what I wanted to make this year, I was like, I want to make the hummingbird cake. And so I've got it like dirty iced and chilling in the fridge. I'm going to turn you up just a scooch. There we go. Dirty ice sitting in the fridge to chill. So we're going to frost it during our stream tonight. So that's going to be fun. And it is so delicious. And I made the cream cheese icing like a tiny bit less sweet, just because the cake itself is really sweet. And I think the best part of cream cheese icing is that it is just a little tangy and a little bit of a separation away from the usual. Oh my God, one of my girlfriends just texted me saying that she'll be on in 15 minutes. She got her hair cut. So we might have to ask her can you throw pictures in the chat? I would assume not. That seems like that would be a liability issue. But she can text me a picture. She can text me a picture because we're friends. All right, we're peeling off all the skin. We're going to throw it in the oven to make crackling, which is, it goes on top of the soup. The toppings for the soup are crackling, which is crispy. I mean, it's crispy any skin, but this is crispy chicken skin. Sour cream, carrot tops, which I will show you that as well. And then pepper and Maldon sea salt, because everything should be topped with flaky sea salt. I do firmly believe it absolutely gives it a little bit more depth. Alexa, you're so right. Because so hummingbird cake has bananas and pineapple chunks in it, both of which are already super sweet. And then this recipe is like 3 cups of sugar. So like all of that, like the cake is doing fine on its own for sweet factor. So hopefully the frosting will balance it out a little bit. I haven't had a taste of it all together yet, but I do have like a little bowl of cake scraps. So I could do a quick little bite and see how it's tasting before I cut into the whole thing. Oh yeah, no, this is how big I am on sea salt. This is my tub of Maldon sea salt. It is 570 grams, whatever that means, because I don't do grams. But it's basically already almost empty. To be fair, I have had this for a while, but she gets used every day. Every day. That's why she's out on my counter. Every day. Okay, we're gonna throw this crispy chicken skin into the oven for like, it takes like 15 minutes at 375, but you'll be able to smell it is my thing. Usually I smell it just at the moment it's gone too far. And so I get my rotisserie chicken at just like the local, like Albertsons vibe that we have around here. And so literally I went in and they were out of rotisserie chicken. So I went to the deli and I was like, when are the rotisserie chickens going to be out? They're like, well, if you come back in 45 minutes, they should probably be ready. And I said, heard chef, hold one in the back for me so I make sure I get it. And they did. So I came back and I got it. So it's like fresh. But sometimes the skin just gets overcooked a little bit because obviously grocery store, like they want to, I know you've never been good at math, Alexa. That's not what we're here for, okay? That's why I use Excel. Excel does the math for me. But so they sometimes crisp the skin just like a scooch more than I would want it to. And so there's very much like a little bit of a game of like, how long can we go until it just gets a little bit too charred? I don't mind burnt flavor. If that's a flavor, like I enjoy burnt toast, burnt marshmallows, all that vibe. So it doesn't bother me too much, but the difference between like the perfect crispy crackling and like just the little bit overdone, it is a little night and day, I will say. Now I'm just shredding this chicken. I have it like somewhat out of view because, I mean, shredding a chicken is a whole thing. But I just do it with my hands. I know that there are like other ways to do it, but with all the bones and everything, it just makes me more confident that I got just the meat and none of these little fiddly bones. Okay, give that a flip. Rip off the legs. Look at this. Look at this whole leg. Look at that. Okay. And then we're just gonna shred this off and then put it in the fridge. And then we're gonna use the bones. I almost said carcass, but that word is a little weird. But it is true, the carcass. We're gonna take the carcass and make the stock. So we're gonna make the stock fresh because that's part of soup night. That's why soup night is an entire journey of an evening. In case you are uninitiated into what soup night is, basically it's the night once a week where I make soup. But I make it fully from scratch and just like spend my evening getting to cook and, you know, make a meal for the rest of the weekend, especially like as you get into like Saturday and Sunday. And like, I just want quicker meals when I can. So it's nice to have the soup so that when I get home from my shenanigans and I'm still hungry, then I can have myself a bowl of soup and I can just reheat it. And it's fabulous. But part of that is making the soup. And so it's been a fun little ritual. And then my friends all know that I make soup on Thursdays. So if they feel like having soup, they can just come over and chill out with me and we can chat or we can just eat soup and vibe. There are no rules to soup night other than that you are welcome. And so this is your first soup night that you've been invited to. This is actually kind of fun. I like having my little friend with me while I make the soup because usually this is a solo endeavor for me. Not that that's a bad thing. I do like my moments alone, but it is kind of fun to share this part with people because usually people don't show up until like 7:30, 8 or so, just later in the evening. And so like the stock's all done and like maybe I'm just making the soup or like the soup is on the stove and it's just simmering. But I don't usually have anyone here for like the heavy prep of it all. So this is fun. And also we are making extra things tonight. I don't usually make like the deviled eggs and a cake, but obviously we are celebrating my birth. Thank you for being here, Alexa, cutie patootie. One day you'll come out here and you'll get to enjoy the soup, and that will be my favorite day. But no, I have so many friends and loved ones who are not out on the West Coast, and I keep talking about soup night, and they're like, and the other thing is I talk about it like it is just a known thing, like soup night, obviously. And then people are like, so you just said that with no context. So then I have to explain soup night. And so rather than just explain it, like, welcome to soup night. My hands are covered in chicken. Covered in chicken. I'm glad that this is working though. I literally, oh my God, yay. Should I do this again then? Should I live stream soup night regularly? We've only been doing this for 10 minutes. I'm already having the time of my life. So this is pretty fun. I'm glad I figured it out because I wanted to make sure that like the audio is going to be okay because I'm like moving around the kitchen and whatnot. And I guess I'm bringing you with me, which I wasn't planning on. So maybe I didn't need like a separate little microphone, but you know, I figured why not? I have the little doodad. And so I figured out how to use an encoder to run this live stream. So she's basically a tech wizard now. Please do not quote me on that. I am really not a tech wizard. But so I'm glad that I figured out how to do this. And then the little wings, there's really not much on here, so I just kind of eat them. These are my snack. So then basically we just shred up this meat. Use your hands. I know some people like throw this in like their KitchenAid or like they have those like, have you ever seen like those bear claw kind of things? They're like the plastic like shredders. They kind of like, okay, either you know what they look like or you don't. Just look up like, I don't know, chicken shredder. What would you even call those? Anyway, they are things that exist and I know people use them. But again, when I use my hands, I just get to double check that I didn't get no bones in here. And I usually don't, although the wishbone can be a little tiny. So it's always good to double check. And then we just shred the chicken meat. And actually we don't use all of the meat in the soup. I usually do like 3/4 of the meat. So then I have extra meat for my own little snackies. So like I really like to, I'll make like mac and cheese. And I'll throw in chicken and I like to throw in peas. You are familiar with bear claw. Okay, good. I was struggling trying to figure out how to explain that. But if you know, then you know. God bless the Midwest. We know what we're talking about. Okay, this is fairly shredded, just a little bit more shredding. And then we'll move on to making the stock, my dude, which once we get it on the stove, it's like just let her simmer away. So that is the next big exciting thing. Okay, that feels shredded enough. I'm gonna wash my hands. My sister-in-law's mom, I adore her. She's from, oh my God, yes, chicken quesadilla with it. I also always have like fajita seasonings on hand, you know, all the classics. So absolutely. That's actually a fantastic idea. Thank you, Alexa. Chicken quesadilla. Okay, now we're gonna just put all this in here. Boop. The one thing about this process is that I wash my hands to clean them up and then I immediately get my hands dirty again and then I wash my hands to clean it up and I immediately get them dirty again. But once it's all cleaned up, life feels so much better. So much better. That was the other thing with all the prep this morning. I think I had to do my dishes like 4 times because I don't have a dishwasher. I don't mind washing dishes, but if I don't have an in-unit washer dryer, I'll just never have clean clothes again. So like in the Sophie's Choice of dishwasher to, I can smell it. Let's see, I can smell it. No, a little bit longer. It's gotta be crispy. It's gotta be crispy before I pull it out. But no, if you're going between dishwasher or washing machine, washer dryer all the way, every single day. Because I'm the kind of gal that does laundry at like 10 o'clock at night. No, truly, said the Virgo. Well, especially because I'm not always the cleanest person in the world. Anyone who grew up with me will fully attest to that. But it does feel better to have a clean space. So am I always my best self? No. But do I try? Yes. So that's good enough for me, team. Okay. Oh, literally speaking of, I have not organized my, welcome to my fridge. I haven't organized my fridge at all. Look at that. Look at that mess in there. So I'm literally trying to figure out where to put this. Okay, right there. It's gonna balance on top of the mayonnaise for a bit. Okay, cool. Stock. Let's do it. Hold on. Drink break. Also, my water's in here. Are you drinking water? Do you have a water on your flight? Because flights are very dehydrating, babe. So make sure that you have some water. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's 5 o'clock right here. Okay. Soup. Pot is hot because the oven is on. Pot is going on stove. First things first, onion. Take off the sticker because we don't need to boil the sticker. But other than that, we can just rough chop this. Look at this giant knife that I have. Good, Alexa, drink your water. This is my giant knife that I have. Do you have a sunburn yet, Alexa? Do you burn? I burn terribly. No one is surprised by that piece of information. But because I burn so badly, I know exactly how to heal a sunburn. And part of it is chugging a ton of water. Because then you get water into you on the cellular level. Okay. Rough chop that bad boy. Let's get that heat going on the soup. Okay. And then oil. I just used oil in the stock. But when I'm cooking the veg for the soup, I'll do butter as well. Because you're gonna, like, the thing with stock, yes, send me a picture. I have my phone in my back pocket. So I'll be right here. And I won't share it with anyone else. What is back there? I'll keep it just between you and me. Okay, but so just some onion quarters. Well, let me let this heat up first really quick. Never put things into like a cold pan with oil. That's just like a no bueno. Okay, we have our veg, fresh veg. And we're gonna use all of it, which is very exciting for me. You reapplied so much. Good. What sunscreen are you using? I was using the Supergoop, like the very, okay. Let's see the sunburn. Oh, Alexa! Oh, yeah, that one was a long day, babe. I can tell. Oh, I'm sure that's so much fun when you sleep too. But get Burt's Bees has like an after sun lotion, the best stuff, the absolute best stuff. Your scalp is upset. Yeah, no shit, dude. Do you have a hat? Bring like a baseball hat or something. Sports have to be useful for us for some reason, you know? Oh, the celery butt. Day one. Okay, that's on you, boo. You did that to yourself. Okay, how about now? Oh yeah, I hear the sizzle. I hear this. Oh, I literally just flung oil all over my top. I think I'll just have to suffer. Anyone remembers how to get an oil stain out of cotton, let me know. Also, Alexa, when's the next time you're going to be in Florida for that long of a period of time? Unless you're going to Disney World. I have a deep fascination with Disney World. Not because I really want to go. Like, that's not the point. It's just I'm fascinated by the culture of Disney World, you know? Like, there's a whole language, and it's very involved, like how you book everything, and like if you know, and like it's just, there is such an in culture with Disney in general, but especially with Disney World of like where to go and like what's the best type of vacation. There's so many videos about it online. Hopefully never peace and love. No, 100%. 100p. Look, I live in California, which is crazy because I don't love the heat. It's September. It's 85 degrees outside. That's just, it's not okay for me. It's not okay for me in general. It's not okay for me in life. So Florida is not my idea of fun. Okay. Look at all of this good celery veg that we get to throw in. All this veg into the pot. You're like, Celia, why are you throwing so many things in there? Because I got the room. I got the room. It's all just going to be flavor, you know? Ooh! That's the timer for the chicken skin. Everything happens at once around here. Hi, Furby Ferb. It was 75 in Massachusetts. That's unfair as well. Oh, yeah. See, that's crispy. Okay. We got to do this first because this has got to happen fast. Let me grab a plate, paper towel, spatula. All right. Then scoop these off onto here to drain. Boop. Look at this giant piece. That's a nice, I can't really show it without losing it, and I don't want to lose it. This is sacred stuff, you guys. Okay, I've got that. This is the spatula that gets used for savory stuff. Once upon a time, it had like pickle jokes on it, which is funny because I hate pickles. But that was a lifetime ago. I'm just stirring up some of this veg that's in the pot. Okay. Hot pan, look alive. All right. Then top this with some more. Are you guys enjoying me just narrating how this works? But no, you've never been to either Disney World or Disney. I've been to Disneyland recently. Theoretically, I went to Disney World once as a wee child, but I don't remember anything about it. So, couldn't tell ya. Could not tell ya. Ferbs, you need to send me a... No, literally. I always give away my pickles. Ferbs, send me a picture of your haircut so I can see it. I want to see your pretty haircut. Okay. Now we're just gonna chop off the top and the bottom of the carrot. Put her to the side. I have a colander in the sink. I'm not just throwing them into the void. They're going into here. Oh, wait. Is that one of the ones that you got incredibly drunk at, Ferbs? I think I remember this story. Boop. And more boop. And then this one, I'm just going to chop roughly. Get in there. Okay. Put all of the butts in there too. There we go. And then actually, so for the carrot tops, we are going to use these, and we are going to use these to top the soup. I mean, it's basically like a carrot-flavored parsley. Yes, I call my boss a prick because he threw a Mickey top hat over a balcony. I mean, he was, though. That is a dickish move. I don't think I've ever used the word prick before or since. You know what? That's fair. It is a pretty niche word. It feels more British than here in good old USA. Okay. That is... I'll do another one, too. Okay. That should be more than enough for the topping. So then, I'll just rough chop this in half. Okay. Now, we gotta season up the stock. We gotta season it up. So, first things first, wipe off my hands. So, just lose your mind over it. And then we're doing, get my giant thing of peppercorns. Look how big. Look how big, you guys. Oh, and then just like a small handful. Like, yay. Oh, I dropped a peppercorn. Back in the day, that would have been like $50 or something. Spices were expensive back then. Don't ask me when then is. Just accept that I'm right. Okay. Garlic powder, onion powder, bay leaves, smoked paprika. Get all of these over here. I'm gonna throw in a couple of extra thingamabobs. Yeah. That's what we call good soup. Good soup. Okay. Land safely, my dear. And get home safe. All right. Now, more spices. Oh yeah, buddy, that was a lot of garlic powder. But I don't think I'm going to put garlic in the soup today. So, might as well season it up. Okay. There we go. Onion powder. Why do we need onion powder in if there's already onions in here? Because I said so. That's why. This is the way I do it. And you know what? It's my soup. I get to make my soup however I want. This soup is actually called Midnight Soup. I didn't name it. My friend named it. Quite literally because when I'm making it just by myself, oh yeah, we are loading that baby up. When I make it just by myself, like, you know me, I am a late night person. So if I don't get the soup on the stove, I mean, obviously I get the stock on the stove, but sometimes I want to take a break after making the stock. It takes a bit of effort, you know what I mean? Speaking of, the chicken goes in now. Ooh. Oh, it's a bit more violent than I was intending, but we did it. Okay. It's all coming together, you guys. It's all coming together. Is there room for this in there? Yeah, might as well. Okay. Stir this around. Do you want to see what it looks like so far? I'll bring you closer. There's always room for one more. Okay. Welcome to the soup station. The soup station. I'm at the edge of my rope. Literally. Okay. Zoom on in. Look at that soup. That's some good soup, team. That's some good soup. Okay. I'm going to put you back. Put you back where I found you. There you are. Okay. Now that we've got this going, just add water. Literally. Let's go get some water. You're coming with me. I really like having you on this cart. This is very fun for me. Okay. It's a little bit messier than I intended. Also, Herby Ferb, cheers. What are you drinking, babe? Water. By the way, you should be drinking water. I already told Alexa, you got to drink your water. Okay. We bring out the big measuring cup. Because, like, realistically, it takes, like, 10 to 12 cups of water. But I'm going to do a little cheat sheet. And, like, this is very take it or leave it. Sometimes I remember to do this. Sometimes I don't. But I just throw in a little extra chicken bouillon into the stock water that I end up pouring in. It just gives a little extra oomph. Just a little extra oomph, just in case. But if I don't have it, then I don't use it. Okay. All right. Now we do water. Also, please tell me if anything is ever too loud or anything. I don't exactly know what the range of the mic is, how the sounds are sounding. It's all new to me, team. There's a first time for everything, and this is the first virtual soup night. Thank you for being a part of the inaugural cast. Okay. Give that a little stir, 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 stir. A little stir, stir, stir. And then start pouring it in. Okay. If I was being a little bit more precious with it, I might have like made sure to deglaze the bottom and all of that stuff. But like it's gonna be it's gonna be on the stove for like 2 hours. So it has plenty of time to do that on its own time. Okay. Number 2. Shoot. Okay. And I'll just do a couple more cups. I like to get it to like right around where the handle line is. But honestly, making stock is not nearly as complicated as, I mean, it's not that I guess it seems complicated, but maybe it sometimes does. But it's not. It's really not. You just, okay. The finishing touch is adding a bay leaf. Do I know what it adds? No. Do I add it every time? Yes. It's a certain je ne sais quoi, as they might say. Okay. I'll put my spices away. Do you want to see my spice cabinet? Oh. Hello, my gorgeous. I'm on stream. Yeah, I'm streaming soup night from my friends out of town. Yeah, well, I'm doing the stream 7 to 9 while I'm getting it ready, and then I'm gonna have people over during 7:30 and 9. See how that works? At 5 because 7. I'm doing it off of Chicago time. Are you enjoying my phone call? Just a couple of my friends. Oh, okay. She is. I invited her. It is soup night. Soup night is your plans tonight. Okay, here's the money shot, team. Look at that soup. That is the stock. That looks like good soup. That looks like good soup. Okay, but you're coming over? You can come over early. You just have to be willing to be streamed. Okay, we can talk about this later then. Okay, goodbye, gorgeous. That was one of the LA girls who will be coming. Mel! Hi! Mel, you just missed it. We just finished the stock. Here, I'll bring you back over in case you didn't see. You're on a rolling cart, which has been incredible. An incredible situation here. Okay, one more shot of it. Look at that stock. Look at that stock. Okay, and then we're just gonna let that bubble and bubble away for like the rest of the stream, honestly. I'm gonna turn that heat up, put a lid on it, and then once it comes up to boil, just turn it down to a simmer. Turn it down to a simmer. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Do you hear that crunch? Let me put it in front of the... Do you hear the crunchiness? Let's see how the crackling looks. Okay. It does look a little crisped, but I think it is still good. Let's give it a taste. Oh, yeah. That's banging. That is banging. You can save this stream all you want, babe. Do you want this and the bagpipes playing like concurrently or one after the other? Let me know so that I can play it appropriately at your funeral. Okay. We have to get the one thing is that you guys are on a large cart and I keep my plastic bags back over there. So Sorry, I reached around you there. Good crunch, yes. Okay. So we're just gonna bag this up. And then once I clean up simultaneously, okay, good to know. Good to know. I will jot that down. Once I get this put away, I think, should we do the deviled eggs next? I just have to fill them. We can either do the deviled eggs or we can frost the cake. Vote for which one you want me to do next. Get in the chat. Is that what streamers say? I am a streamer now, so officially. I've been streaming for 36 minutes, so that makes me one of them. Okay. Bag of crackling. Put that away for the soup. Okay. Gonna put all of these also into the strainer. It's going into a thing. I'm not throwing it away. We need it for later, for when we make the soup. Okay, I am throwing away this tiny piece though, and you are directly in front of the trash can, my love. Let's reorient you right there. Okay. The one thing that I did not consider is that you can see the front of my fridge. So just trying to update things. There we go. That's better. Eggs, eggs, egg. Oh, okay. The votes are in and the people want eggs. So eggs I shall. Let me just grab a little. Here, come with me, gorgeous. We're going this way into my cabinet. Whoop. Little container. Oh, it's a stretch for me. It's a stretch for me. No peanuts now on the side. I moved her to the side so that we make sure that we would see her. See? There's peanut, and there's peanut, and there's peanut. And then also my brother's cats. So the thing with the fridges, ladies, I have been printing out photos of all my friends' pets and putting them on my fridge because I want to cover my fridge in photos of my friends' pets. So if you have favorite photos, and I mean favorite, I know that all the photos of your pets are beautiful and fabulous, but I want the creme de la creme, the top of the top photos of your pets. Send them to me. Send them to me so that I may put them on my fridge of pet fabulousness. Ideally, I'm going to cover the whole shebang. The whole shebang. So I'm going to need a lot of pets. So I implore you to participate so that I may show off how cute your little patooties are. Pets only though, no kids. Not that I don't love your children, but pets. Pets on the fridge. Okay. Choppity, 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 chop. And then pop that right into the so many carrot tops to go on top of the soup. Okay, we are doing good here, team. Okay, I'm gonna put that away. These I am just putting into the sink. And then we'll grab my wine so I don't spill it. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get the deviled eggs out, but everyone take a water break. It's hot out there. Make sure that you're hydrating. Okay, water and wine. I can make both. Get it? It's a Jesus joke. Okay, we have eggs. So I already made these, and actually, so I was making these earlier. And when I tell you I've made deviled eggs once, I've made deviled eggs 1,000 times. These are my pièces de résistance, my shining stars. But so I got the eggs on the stove earlier, and then I was putting together the little thumbnail for the live stream because I wanted to get the link out to you guys. You don't know how I'm multitasking like this? Oh, it's because I've done this so often. Like, this is just my Thursday routine. You've just joined me in my Thursday routine. This is my favorite part about it. But so I put the eggs on the stove, and then I went to go make the thumbnail for the stream so I could send you guys the link, but I am laughably bad at graphic design. And so I was just trying to reformat the original invite that I sent you guys, and it took me much longer than I was anticipating. And the next thing I knew, the pot was boiling. And if you know how to make hard-boiled eggs, you know that you bring it up to a boil, but then you turn it off and just let the heat cook them for like 13 minutes. I'm gonna bring you over so you can see the deviled egg process. Lay out the egg halves onto plate. That is step one. But so when I got there and the eggs were boiling, I turned off the water. I had no idea how long they had been boiling for. Truly not a single clue. And so I just kind of like guessed. I turned off the stove and then I waited like 6 or 7 minutes and then put them in the ice bath. But they were actually pretty perfectly done. So go team. I was fully prepared to make a new set though. I was like very convinced that I had botched them. Okay, and we have the filling. I made it earlier. I eyeballed it this time, you guys, which is crazy for me. I take my deviled eggs very seriously, and there's a very regular ratio that has to go in. And the secret is you need to put in more white vinegar than you think. And I know you're like, white vinegar? There's white vinegar in this? Yes, there is. It's what makes it delicious. White vinegar and mustard. You need the acid in here because it is just so creamy. Okay. And then we just fill these little guys. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Boop. And you don't need any fancy piping bags or anything like that. This is just a plastic bag. It's just a plastic bag, you guys. I just cut the little side off. Okay. Yes. Okay. Taste test. Oh, that's still good. That's still good. It's banging, actually. The answer is it's banging. Okay. Now we just need to finish it off with some smoked paprika. A little there we go. And I technically do have chives that I could put on top, but that I don't usually. So I think I'm just going to leave them here. And if people want chives on their deviled eggs, they can so choose. But I simply shan't. Okay, let me bring you in close so you can see. Come to the deviled eggs. Here they are. Here, can I bring them to you? Yes. Look at those deviled eggs. Look at how deviled they are. Just fabulous. And I specifically made 2 extra so that I could make sure that I had test eggs to eat. Let's see which one looks the ugliest. I always take the ugly ones and eat them first. Okay, this one looks pretty ugly. Cheers. Yes. Yes. I am still the deviled egg queen, and I shall always be. Forever and always. Okay. Eggs completed. I'm going to put them on my table. Come to a new room in my abode. There are actually a lot of wires going on, so it's making me a little nervous. Okay. Eggs. Plate. Table. Together. Okay. Also, this is not the sturdiest rolling cart because, again, I got this when I was young in my 20s and it was very affordable. But all together now. Welcome, Gabrielle. Welcome to stream. Gabrielle is actually one of our guests for live soup night after the stream is over. She was who called me earlier and she didn't know. Oh, okay. Yes, you want to see it? So it's not actually stained glass. It's window cling. Here, I'll bring this window down to show you. Because there's a part that's peeling off so you can see easily. Turn, 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 turn. Okay, so if you see right here, it's like peeling off right there. It's because it's just a window cling. It's just to like cover the window but still let light in because I didn't want to like have to close my blinds all the time because I like letting light in. And so I found the stained glass one for the kitchen, and then I have just like little, here, let me drag you around. On these guys, it's just this little diamond pattern. And it's fab. It is your greatest contribution, Gabrielle. Truly, when I moved in, I was like, what am I gonna do? It's gonna be like really dark if I close the blinds all the time, but I don't want like people looking into my place. And Gabrielle's like, window clings exist, and I had never heard of them. And they're fabulous. I have them all over my windows now. All over. Oh, she's rolling boil. Okay. We can turn her down to a simmer. Give her a little stir. Oh, yeah. That's a good boil. That's a good, healthy boil. Okay. Okay. Okay, everyone's texting me. I want to see what everyone's up to. Okay, I got a picture of Ferb's new haircut. You look so cute. Okay, I love. Also, that's a really good color on you, that sweatshirt. I love that. Oh my God, I'm on your big screen TV. This is amazing, Mel. And hi, Keely. I'll print out that photo for the fridge. How about that? I love it. 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 Okay. Stock is on the stove. We've done eggs. I don't know why I pointed to the stock while I said eggs. Oh, yes. So I have the butter phone case this way. But then also, hold please, follow me over here. This way. Which bag is it in? Which bag in my entryway is it in? Oh, right here. Okay. First of all, I have this cutie patootie little coin purse that I keep some lipsticks in and like hair ties and a lighter. And it also says butter. I found it with Ferbs when we were thrift shopping, and I had to get it because it matches my case. Tell us the butter facts. The butter facts is that when you're baking, you should use unsalted butter, ladies, because you want to adjust for your own salt content. But if you are cooking or anything, also, first of all, not sponsored. Here we go. Get yourself the Kerrygold, girls. It's delicious. And it's probably the best butter you can get here because we don't get like the really sexy European butter here that they do in Europe, other places. Hold on, let me put this back. Boop. Oh, just kind of threw it. Just kind of yeeted it. But yeah, get yourself the good, like, look, life is short. Get yourself the good butter. Truly. That's all I can tell you. That's the only piece of advice I can give you. Get the good butter. Okay. I think, shall we cake? We have time to cake. Let's see. Let's see how it's doing right now. First of all, cake stand. I had just like, so this one doesn't turn, although it does have like a nut in the bottom that I could like loosen the screw to then turn it, but I'm not motivated enough to do that, I'm gonna be honest. So we're just going to turn it manually with our hands because we have that power. Okay, and then let's grab the cake. Let's grab the cake out of my really cluttered fridge. Cake! This is the dirty frosting, just a little crumb coat. Let's see, is it? Yeah, that's pretty. It's pretty done. I'm not getting any. Here, I'll prove it to you. Oh no. Yeah, I'm not really getting any frosting when I pick it up. A little bit right there. That's fine. It's my cake. I can do whatever I want. Okay, so we have frosting in the fridge. I was supposed to let it sit for like 2 to 3 hours, and I think it's been just about like 2 hours. Oh, also, what I do have that's not on the menu, but I figured I would do it. I have chocolate chip cookies ready to be baked. I figured I could bake those off after we've eaten our soup to send people home with freshly baked cookies. But so I have 2 trays of those in there. They're taking up a lot of room. Okay, so we have cake. Come with me, my child. Oh, I just shifted the whole top. Hold, please. Technical difficulties. Okay. That was a close one. Let's pull from below. There we go. There we go. There we go. Welcome to the cake show. Okay. We cover this in frosting now. Okay, so the thing is, and you tell me, I have cake supplies because I do love myself. And so I have like piping bags and tips and whatnot. But there's just a part of my soul that just doesn't feel like trying right now, if that makes sense when it comes to the cake. And I kind of just want to throw frosting on top and say good enough. You know what I mean? So, you know what? You guys tell me. Should I put it into a pipe? Because I don't even need to put a piping tip in there. I could just cut the top off like I did for the deviled eggs. But, you know, it's even gonna really matter. It's not like I'm really doing any decoration. We're gonna wing it. We're gonna wing it and just use the offset spatula and see what happens. Unless someone yells at me in the comments and tells me to stop, I'm gonna make bad decisions. Let's try this. Oh yeah, it's definitely firmed up a bit. That's banging. It's banging. Also, on top of the cake, I have all these cake scraps in here because this cake definitely domed when I baked it. But look at all these cake scraps that I get to eat now. That's really good. It really does taste very, very similar to Magnolia Bakeries. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay. Back on task. I immediately lost my task. We're back. Okay. Giant offset spatula. So big. Bigger than cake. Too big? Possibly too big. Let's go down a size. This is why we have options. This is why we have options. Okay. Next size. Smaller. Ooh, still covers whole cake. Okay. Wow. That is a difference. That is a difference. Okay, what do we want to do? I think, you know what? Volcano Los Dos. Let's use both. The world is our oyster. We can use as many spatulas as we want. Okay, I feel like keeping the wine close to this would not be my best idea. So we're going to move this. The wine's going to be next to you guys, okay? Cheers. Okay. Frosting. Let's do another. Do another! Oh, okay. That's a good start. That's a good start. And then we push it the round cake. Push it around cake to go over edges. Everything that I know about cake decorating, I basically learned from the Food Network. Actually, most of the things I know about cooking, I learned from the Food Network, because when I was in high school, if I wasn't watching Gilmore Girls at like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock after, oh, it's sliding. It's okay, we can save it. We can save it. Where was I in my very fantastic story? Oh, right, if I wasn't watching Gilmore Girls at like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock after school, I was watching the Food Network, just passively. And that's how I learned to cook, you guys. See, consuming media can be good for you. We can learn things from educational content. Remember to support PBS by getting the PBS Passport. Not sponsored, just educational content. Okay, this is very covered. This made so much frosting considering how, I mean, not like I put a small amount on the cake thus far, but it's, I mean, compared to what I've got left in here, like, we got frosting for days, you guys. Are you a cake is the best part or frosting is the best part person? Because I'm definitely a cake is the best part kind of person. Unless It is chocolate frosting because I fucking love chocolate frosting. Oh, Mel, I loved Degrassi and Skins. But okay, so what was your favorite Skins season? The first group or the second group? Because everyone wanted to be Effie Stoneham when they were in high school. Obviously, she was the coolest girl. Also, Degrassi was unhinged, truly. Like, considering they were like an after-school special kind of vibe, they had some wild storylines. Remember when JT got shot and died? Like, we just did that. We just destroyed Liberty by having her watch JT get shot and killed, even though he was the father of her baby. Also wild that we had Liberty have the baby when she was like the goody two shoes. I understand that was like the point of that storyline of like, look, even the good girl can get pregnant in high school. But also, how did she get pregnant? Was it because JT didn't use protection? Now I need to like rewatch Degrassi to figure out what was going on there. Okay. This is starting to look pretty solid, you guys. And by solid, I mean not the worst thing I've ever created. I went through a phase in like, ooh, I have the feeling that I want to sneeze. Watch Degrassi every day. Oh, on Pluto TV. But so I went through this phase where I was like very into making cakes for people. And also just in general, because I found cake making fun. And like, did I end up super good at it? No, obviously. But is it serviceable? Like, I would say hell yes, team. Like, does that not look like a decent enough cake? Does it need more frosting? It looks a little lopsided. Like right here, do you see what I mean? Comparatively. Like, there's definitely some leaning that way, but it's not like the end of the world. Like, it's still fine-ish. Swirly whirly right on top. Also, the frosting is getting a little soft, so I'm going to throw it back into the fridge, you guys. We got to chill it again. That's the other problem with cakes. You should see, Gabrielle, would you like Degrassi? I think you would appreciate it for what it is. I mean, you liked Vampire Diaries, and that was even more crazy. Okay, also considering Vampire Diaries was also a high school show. That's crazy when you think about it like that. Back into the fridge, back into the fridge, back into the fridge, back into the fridge. Okay. Okay, you guys, we've made decent progress on everything we were going to make. And it's only 6 o'clock. We have an hour left of our stream, you guys. This is when I get to chill the fuck out. Can I swear? I mean, like, it's my show. I can do whatever I want. This is my world. You're living in it. Actually, it's Keely's world, and we're all living in it. Shout out to Keely. My one true love. Okay. Let's put the frosting away. Back into the fridge. Oh, I know what I want to show you guys next. Don't worry. Don't worry. I have a plan, you guys. I want to show you. Oh, just a glob of frosting there. Making sure it's not poison. Making sure it's not poison, and it's not. It's delicious. Okay. All right. I know what I want to show you now. Because we finally have a moment of peace in our journey. So, deviled eggs, made, stock, on the stove, cake, frosted, cookie dough, chili, wine, poured, water, poured. Water's been mentioned. Take a drink. Okay. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of delicious soup making. Except we're moving on from soup making on to our next agenda item, you guys. Boop, boop, doo 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 doo. How far can I drag you? Because you are plugged in to charge, that is. I didn't know how much energy streaming would take from my computer. So obviously I plugged you in. Okay. I got a package, and I know what the package is. So I want to open it, and I want to show you guys, why is this a weird package? Oh, just rip it with my arms. Rip it with my strong arms. Okay. Yes. Okay, hold on. I want to wash my hands for this because it is fabric, because it's a dress. It's a dress, you guys. I am the maid of honor for my future sister-in-law's wedding. So for my brother's wedding, I am the maid of honor for his fiance. And so for her wedding, she's not doing like everyone gets the same dress kind of vibe. She's doing like get your own dress that fits the vibe. And so I had a dress, and it does look nice. Don't get me wrong, it does look nice. But I've just been thinking of this one. I can't stop thinking about this one. And so I ordered it to see if I actually liked it as much as I thought I would. Okay, let's open it up. Ha ha ha! Okay. Okay. Ooh, okay. It's very pretty. It's very pretty. Okay. Look how pretty that is. Oh, of course it's more expensive than the other dress. But like, it's got all of this beading on it, and it's very shimmery and shiny. And so the theme is like blue florals, like that light blue floral trend that's going around. And I always look really good in a sweetheart neckline. And this is more of like a cocktail length. It's got like this kind of this fluttery bottom. But so the other dress, I'll grab the other dress for you so you can see. You can see what I'm choosing between. I'll be right back. Hold, please. Okay. So then this is the other dress. And this dress is also beautiful, also sweetheart neckline, and it's got these little like off the shouldery straps. And this one is full length, but so this one's also more of an embroidered fabric, but there's no beading or anything. So it's not like shimmery shiny, it's just the embroidery. But so the one thing I was thinking about this one is, so the bride's dress also has the little shoulder doodads, but these guys detach, like they just pull straight off if I wanted to, and then don't exist anymore. So I could wear it without the shoulder straps, because I wouldn't want to like look too close to the bride, because obviously you want her dress to be the moment. But so now I'm between these two, and I don't know which one. I obviously have to put the other one on and try it, but now I'm just confused between the two. What do I do? I will say this one leans more greenish, and then this one is more of like, almost like a robin's egg blue as to like the backing. So definitely different bluish vibes, so to speak. So let's hang these back up. I'm excited that I got this though. It was supposed to arrive tomorrow, and it arrived early for soup night. Ugh. Even the delivery drivers understand the importance of soup night, you guys. Thank God. Okay. All right. At this point in our journey, I think there's simply nothing else to be done but to shift over to our table for a bit and chit chat. So I'm going to set us up. You're going to come on a new journey with me. Come with me. We're going to unplug you from over here. See, here's your charger. I've been charging you. Okay. Ooh, you're right. Pictures are forever, Furbs. And so I want to look good in this, especially because like the wedding is going to be gorgeous. So I want to make sure that I have gorgeous photos from it. Okay. Now, welcome to your new view. This is where you live now. You see, so this is where you were, right here, rolling around. This is where your typical home is, right there. Little piece of chicken skin. Okay. Let me just make sure I plug you in so you don't die. I don't want you guys to die. I want you guys to live. Okay, the easiest way to do this Do you guys have these things in your homes too, where it's like, you know that the outlet is behind a piece of furniture, and so now you have to move the piece of furniture because that's the only way to get there? Ooh. I know, and your dress was so pretty, Ferbs. That's part of why I looked there, is because I knew that they were a well-known brand. The other dress, I ordered it from Anthropologie, but it's Dress the Population, I think is what it's called. And it is really pretty. I think I'll put both on tonight and then send you guys pictures, and you can let me know which one I should wear. Which one I should choose. Okay, here we go. We're better than ever. I'm gonna turn the AC on in here. So tell me if it's too loud. I don't think it would be too loud. I don't think that you guys would hear it unless I'm like right next to it. There we go. But I didn't want to have the AC on while we were chatting in there, so. Okay. And now we're back to relax. This is where I sit during the day when I don't want to be working. Oh, what's going on? What happened? Can you guys see me? Okay. It says that my stream status with you guys is poor, which is not what I want it to be. You guys tell me in the chat, are you having a bad streaming experience? Because YouTube believes that you might be, and that's not what I want to be happening right now. But you are having a bad streaming experience. Oh no! We must fix this. Can do. Oh, you're having a good streaming experience. Okay. A little glitchy. Okay. Well, you were working in the living room, the kitchen. So do I bring you back with me to kitchen? I'm dragging my whole table close to the kitchen to see if that fixes it. It did nothing. Okay. So what if instead of changing you there, I put you back where you started? See, the thing is, YouTube doesn't want me sitting in my living room for some reason. But that's fine. Okay. So let's try. Oh, and right after I just plugged you into a different area. Technical difficulties, team. It's okay. We shall persevere. We shall survive. Okay. You guys. We can also blame my Wi-Fi because my Wi-Fi is not always perfect. Not always, not always. Okay. You guys getting any better streaming quality now that I'm back in my kitchen? If I find out that the rule is that I have to be in my kitchen during this, I mean, I will, but still. Anyway, I'm setting myself up for our conversation. Because so part of what we're celebrating this soup night is not only just soup night, and obviously my date of birth, go me for being born, but I released Much Better. Wow, so I have to stay in my kitchen. That's absurd. I love it. Okay, so it's truly a soup night. We must stay in the kitchen. But I do want to sit. So that's an easy solve, you guys. Easy solve, you guys. I'm just back right behind you. I'm opening the window again. I bring the chair to us. Ha ha ha. Okay. All right. Well, now we've learned something new, which is that you can only exist in the kitchen. Considering it's an all-girls stream, that seems a little misogynistic, but I don't run YouTube, so bring it up with the tube. It's the tube's fault, not mine. Okay. How about this? Yeah, now we're chatting. Now we're chit-chatting. Yes, so last year I released my first EP on my date of birth, on my birthday. And yeah, it was fabulous. And so it's officially a year old. I just touched the mic, so I'm sure that was a terrible experience for you guys, but immediately, so my bad. But so I released the EP on my birthday because it was my 30th birthday too, because it just very much felt like, yes, that is how I should end out my 20s, is releasing this. And it was very much something that I had to like get out of my system, because now I'm writing new stuff. And guess what, you guys? It's not absolutely depressing, which is super exciting. And to be fair, the last EP was literally a concept EP about the stages of grief. So like, understandably, it was going to be a little, sad and rough, but still, it is very exciting to get to write something a bit more fun and upbeat. So I'm very excited about that. But also, I've just been looking back on the EP from last year, and I think I'm gonna start like re-releasing like BTS and just stuff about the process of making it, because I have so much footage, especially because we made that visual album to go along with it. So I have so much footage to go with it. But so I'm pretty excited about sharing that all a bit more. And I think it's going to be really fun. Oh. Okay. Are you girls all settled in, comfy, having the time of your lives, enjoying soup night? Also, by the way, this is Benny and Walter, my brother's 2 cats. He got them when I was living with him, and so I helped raise them, so they also feel like my children, even though they're definitely not, and they don't love me the way that they love him. They mostly tolerate me, but that's what I appreciate about them. You love a cat that just tolerates you. It makes you yearn for their love more. Oh, cheers, my girls. This is like the first time I got to sit down and settle since starting soup night. Which is the other part of fun about it. It's just to be moving and grooving in the kitchen. Although my bangs could use some help. But bangs are always hit or miss. And usually I just deal with it because that's part of bang life. But every once, the number of times that someone's been like, oh, are we not doing the bangs thing anymore? Because I have them pulled back, and I'm like, no, my hair is just dirty. Like, we're still doing the bangs thing. It's just we can't do them every day because they sit on your forehead, and my forehead is covered in grease, and then the hair soaks up the grease, and then it makes it sad. Ooh, peach, prosciutto, and burrata. Okay, that sounds delicious. I might have to make that soon. I actually wasn't the hugest fan of peaches growing up. Actually, I wasn't the hugest fan of most foods growing up. My favorite food was buttered noodles, and I stand by it. Buttered noodles still are supreme. But I love burrata and prosciutto, and peach. Oh, it's just so good with it. It's so good with it. But in terms of like eating a peach, like having a peach in your hand and eating it like an apple, the fuzz, it gets to me. I don't like the texture of the skin out there. And that's like all of the stone fruits. It's just a weird textural thing. But if it's chopped up and put into a salad, absolutely, it's delicious. But that is the other fun of soup night. It's like setting aside a night where I get to cook, because I don't cook every night. Honestly, most of what I do is batch cooking, and then I can just reheat throughout the week, because cooking is work, and I don't like doing work. I just factually don't. This is now enjoyment to me. It's almost like ritual if I think about it, because I know that every Thursday when I'm home, I'm going to go and I'm going to get my ingredients and I'm going to make my soup, and then I'm going to eat my soup, and then that'll be my nice quiet evening. And it feels very like resetting of like heading into the weekend. A big believer in chopping fruits. Well, also pre-chopping is super useful just in general. Because like eating any sort of prep that you have to do to a fruit or a vegetable to enjoy it is just one prep too much for me. You know what I mean? So prepping it ahead of time and being like, I've done it and now I can just go in and eat the thing. Life-changing. Life-changing. Also life-changing for me. Actually, I'm going to grab one because I want it. Because I want it. Donde está? In my crazy fridge is like little meat and cheese babies. I got this at the Trader Joe's when I was there. And it's just like pre-wrapped mozzarella with prosciutto wrapped around it. Fabulous. I do no work. Just a little sneaky snack. And there we go. That's delicious. Antipasto that is perfect for snacking? I would agree, Trader Joe's. I would agree. What's the most unhinged way I could reseal this? I think foil. Foil is the most unhinged way that I could reseal this. That was a good peel. Also, my favorite thing about Reynolds Wrap is not the wrap itself. It's that the rain cover at Wrigley is a Reynolds Wrap. And I adore it. I adore it so much. It's one of my favorite, like, at-home advertisements. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. I don't know that you would need it. Everyone send their Trader Joe's records. You've never been to Trader Joe's, Alexa? Oh, right. We did talk about this. Yes, because it just like was not within your era. You do need to go though, babe. And like you need to go for those sneaky snacks for you. Like not for, I mean, you can get snacks for the kiddos. For sure, for sure. But like other things, other Trader Joe's. Let's do Trader Joe's recommendations while we're here. Okay. So I always have these two on hand. This one's fresh. Dark chocolate covered almonds. They are delicious. They're so good. Literally me in bed watching TV, snacking on these. And then I get these mini almond biscotti and I eat these with my morning coffee. And look, they're just little babies and they're not as, because like normal biscotti can be really, really crumbly and dry. But these are like really good and they like soak up the coffee and they're delicious. I will agree with that, Verbs. Like snacks, the point of going to Trader Joe's is these snacks. If you get other things too, you can also get pretty decent wine, like for a decent price. So the bottle that I'm drinking right now is actually, because obviously I also got my wine at Trader Joe's while I was there. I got this bottle. Vinha da Fonte Reserva from Portugal. Look at that. It's just a Portugal red wine. I don't even think it tells you a grape. But there's a gal on like the social media and I forget what her handle is, but when she starts her videos, she goes, I'm Sam, you're no snob Sam, like teaching you about like pairings with wine. And she goes to Trader Joe's and she gets like a Trader Joe's snack and a wine that goes well with it. And so my girlfriend Kelly and I have a book club, and like a book club in the sense of like we theoretically read the same book during that month and then have like a 4-hour-long FaceTime call to just chit chat and then maybe talk about the book for 15 minutes, you know? But so for book club, when we do it, we go and get a bottle of wine and then a matching little snack pairing. And so that's how I originally discovered that bottle of wine, because it was one of the pairings that we did. And it is delicious and it's $6.99. So that's why I grabbed it. I've never had the chocolate covered honeycomb. That does sound delicious. It really does. Can you hear me chewing, by the way? How strong is this microphone? This is the piece that we get in soup night. Now I just get to vibe. Should we see how the stock is doing? Let's check on it. Loud. I'll bring you with me. Come, my dears. We're coming to check on the stock. Ah! we go. Oh, it's looking good. Oh, it's smelling good too. It's only been on the stove for like an hour or so now. So usually I like to keep it on there for at least 2 hours or so. That usually is when it gets the best. Look at that stock. Look at her brewing away. She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. No chewing ASMR vibes, thank God. Although, fun fact, I do enjoy ASMR. Not because I get anything out of like the sounds, so to speak, but like I understand the vibe of just like calming music or like chatting in the background. Like it very much, especially living alone, it can be very much the vibe of like, oh, there's someone in the other room. You know what I mean? I think they also make those types of videos though, where it's like you're listening to music and people are talking in the other room. That just tells you how much we're yearning for community, I fear. We yearn for the community. That's why you're here at Soup Night. Okay, I'm back here settled. I'm bringing my cake with me. What are you guys having for dessert today? Are you guys having dessert? I eat dessert basically every night because, again, I love myself. But it's not for everyone. I do understand that. Sometimes it's just not the vibe. Ah, but I am very happy to be home, you guys. I spent most of the summer away and doing all fabulous, wonderful things. Okay, yay, I'm so glad you enjoyed, Gabrielle. Hi, Matt. Oh, yay, Matt's joined us too. Okay, fabulous. But I am so glad to be home because I spent so much of the summer traveling for fabulous reasons, going to the beach and seeing friends and, you know, doing things, yada, yada, yada. But it is nice to just be like back in my space and back to my routine. And Soup Night is like just a big part of the routine. It's just very nice to know that on Thursday nights, I'm going to make my little soup. And then if someone wants some little soup, they just show up at the door and I give them some little soup. Well, actually, it's a pretty big bowl. Actually, I'll show you the bowls that I use. I got extra bowls today because a few people are coming through. Usually there's like 1 or 2 people who swing by for a soup night. It's not like a ton of people showing up at once, but I did actively invite people today. So we are going to get more people than usual. But these are all my bowls. My friend Tiffany threw them when she was like learning to pottery. And so she had all of these left over at her place. And I was like, I would like these bowls. And they're all so cute and they nest together. But so typically when I'm serving Soup Night, I serve it in these 2 bigger ones. This is my usual bowl. This is my big, big bowl that holds a lot of soup in it. But then this one's just slightly smaller, you see? But so I got some extra bowls because as you can tell, this is not necessarily Soup Night worthy. So I got some extra larger bowls that are biodegradable because I care about the environment for Soup Night for extras. And also there's kind of like a rolling admission kind of vibe to Soup Night. You show up, whatever. Like if you want to show up right when we begin Soup Night, go for it. If you want to show up later in the night, go for it. The only rule of Soup Night is relaxing and enjoying yourself. That's the only rule of Soup Night. And I will say, after the busy day, I do now feel kind of relaxed and enjoying. I think, so when it comes to my birthday in general, there are certain things that I do like to do. My birthday is also Mexican Independence Day, so margs and Mexican food is obvious at my birthday. Soup Night has been a very fun tradition to add to that. But then also, one thing that I like to do is I like to go ice skating. Not because I am good at ice skating. I want to make that so clear. I basically just go around in a circle, around and around and around, and I have the time of my life. I can't do any fun tricks. I can't even go backwards, but I like to just go around in the circle and have fun. And so the local skating rink has open skate tomorrow. So maybe I'll go and open skate for Friday and then roll into a fabulous Celia weekend, because I for sure need to at least, should I get a massage this weekend? I got my nails done already because, I mean, not that you can tell, they're just basic. But I have 2 weddings to go to, and I'm also going into the office for a week. So, and I didn't know what dresses I was going to wear for the wedding. So better be safe than sorry and just like get the nude nails. But fall is finally around the corner, which means that I get to do my fabulous dark colors again. Not that I can't do them during the summer, but you know, summer is for fun. So I did like that cute fruit nail set that I did, and I did some, you know, mix matching colors, but I'm gonna go back to my like dark, moody reds and maroons. I'm very excited about it. Maybe I'll do something fun though too. Mel, I saw your nails earlier today and I loved them. I didn't tell you, but I do love your nails. They look fabulous. Also, what should I do with all this leftover cake, you guys? I know that theoretically you can like scrunch it up and then put frosting in it and make like cake pops, but I don't have sticks, and I probably have some almond bark from, that's another tradition I have in terms of cooking and baking, is during the Christmas holidays, I make chocolate covered pretzels because everyone loves chocolate covered pretzels. And so I usually have chocolate covered pretzel making materials. And I guess that I can melt those down and cover that with, but like, would that vibe with it? Make a trifle. Ooh, I never even thought about that. Okay. That would be fun. The wedding that you're thinking of, Ferbs, is overseas next year. I've had 2 friend weddings that I did one last weekend in Seattle, and then I have another in 2 weeks in Chicago. And then that's going to lead directly into working in the office for a week in Chicago. So then after that, well, no, because then I have to go to Arizona for my niece's birthday, like 2 weeks later. So I guess I'm never actually stopping traveling, because how would that be interesting? But it is nice to feel like I actually lived in my home for months. Wait, okay. Mel, you must show me your inspo. I was talking to my nail tech when I was getting these done. God bless her. It's like half the time, like, let's do something fun or let's just do something so boring. But so she was telling me she has 2 clients that are both spooky goth girls. One's more spooky goth and the other one's more like feminine goth. But both of them, like, beginning of September, were like, no, we're starting with spooky. Like, we are doing Halloween nails now. We're going to do at least 2 sets because we need to stretch the season out as long as possible. Which I agree with, considering in all of the stores they have Christmas stuff out, which is absurd. That's like patently absurd. We need to stop whatever this this constant, you know, one-upping that we have to do in the retail space of like, well, if so-and-so is going to have their stuff out this week, I'm going to have my Christmas stuff out a week before. Like, no, you guys, we haven't even gotten to Halloween yet. It is not even October 1st, you guys. Christmas should not be out until November 1st at the earliest, okay? I stand by that. The same as when you're in a retail store and like November 1st, you start playing All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. Like, that's when you should put out the Christmas things as well. Like, if it's just, I'm not ready for Christmas yet. I'm not. And I won't apologize for that because it's September, okay? It's September, it's 85 degrees outside. I haven't even had fall yet, you guys. I don't want to think about Christmas, and yet I'd have to because I'm seeing all this Christmas stuff in the stores. It's just nonsense, you guys. But I am very excited for the Christmas gift sets because I like to buy a lot of my staples for like Christmas gift sets because of the deals. And so half the time the gift sets that I'm buying are for myself, and then I buy extras for people to give as gifts. So I am excited for them, but not right now, you guys. Wait a minute, calm down. Let me get into my back to school season. Honestly. I feel like for every wine I drink, I need to drink more water. Water reminder. Let's drink our water. Okay. Good night, my Furbalicious. Have a good one. Who do I have left with me? Who's hanging with me? Is there a way for me to tell that? Participants. Oh, Mel is still here. Mel, my cutie patootie, you're staying with me. How's your salad, my dear? I'm so excited for the employee discount. You have no idea. Whenever anyone keeps asking me, like, oh, like, congratulations, I'm like, only did it for the employee discount. I'm not even hiding for it. Alexa! Alexa's still here. Thank God she's still here. God bless her. Okay, so I've got my girly pops here with me. That's all I could ever want. I love that you guys came. And I think I will do these again because this has been pretty fun. Even if it's just like it's, you know, the stream is going on while I'm doing the things and like maybe I'm talking, maybe I'm not. It's like we're hanging out together. And then you can send me your pictures so I can see what's going on. You committed to the bit and I am proud of you. And sustenance. Sustenance is good, as I have learned as I am eating pieces of cake. But it's just so good, you guys. Truly. I think this is pretty close to the original recipe. Like, I think it's a pretty decent... It's supposed to be like the actual recipe, so I was assuming it was going to be pretty decent. But yeah, there's so much sugar in this, you guys. 3 cups, and then it's like 6 bananas and a can of drained pineapples. Like, just so much, but it's delicious. I have to put it away. I can't stop eating it. Okay. The question is, because I don't want to abandon you guys, but I do want to put on the new dress and see if I like it. Would you wait for me to put on that dress and see what it looks like? I wouldn't bring you with me because 1, you can only exist in my kitchen apparently. And 2, I'm going to be changing and the camera is on. But let me know if you'd be interested in that because I don't want to leave you. I like being with you here. I'm going to pour some more wine though. Okay, Mel says yes. Okay, you both say yes. Okay. All right. If I had, I would put on like a hold thing, but I'm just going to I'll put the speaker by the, I have some like little background music going, so I don't know if you can hear it. I'll put that there. I'll put that right there for you, and I'll be back once I put on a dress, okay? Talk amongst yourselves. swear to God I'm coming back. I'm just trying to zip it up. Yes! Oh my God, putting on a dress by yourself is like one of the worst pains in the world. Oh! Oh my God, you guys, you chatted amongst yourselves just like I asked. Okay, so this is dress number 1. And so like it doesn't go all the way down. It's definitely more of like a T length. But it's very sparkly, very pretty. And there's like a delicateness to it. So this is dress number 1. I quite like it. It literally took me a century and a half to like do the little eye hook in the back. Always so complicated to do that. Okay, so this is dress number 1. Imagine me standing here with flowers. This is the closest thing I have to flowers right now. Bride, excited, they are getting married, huzzah! Have you been able to hear anything that I'm saying? I took off my mic, so I'm not sure. But so, like, I think very cute, very pretty, very fun. Okay. That's your winner? Okay. I mean, that makes, like, and that's why, because I got the other dress first, and I tried it on, and it is, I'll put it on. It is pretty, but I kept thinking about this one. And I was like, oh, I just, like, I think I need to just order it, just, like, make sure that, like, the other one does work, and I don't need, because this one's, like, $100 more. And, like, it's not the end of the world for sure, but just keeping in mind. Okay, I'm going to try on the next one. Keep chatting amongst yourselves. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you guys could hear me. On to the next. that part in the center seam where it's so hard to get to zip above? That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now. God. Literally sweating, you guys. Oh, okay. We're just gonna give up. We're just gonna give up. So this is the second one. If you understand the vibes of it, it would be tight in the back. Okay. Okay, so this is the second dress. How do we feel? It's just not as special as the other one, you know? Like, the other one just feels more special. But like, this is still very pretty. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, so to speak, except for the fact that the zipper's stuck at the center seam like it always is. But like, it's pretty, but it's just not the same vibe as the other one. Okay, I'm glad that we worked through this together because I kind of already knew what the answer was going to be. Pick number 3. Okay, well, I'm glad we figured that out then. So I have a dress then, which is perfect. And that means that I can get out of this. It is so hot putting on dresses right now, you guys. It is, truly. I was zipping it up in the room and I was like, what if I just stopped? And so I did. I just stopped and I came out here because I was like, it's going to be good enough. It's going to be good enough. Okay. Let me put my regular clothes back on now that we've decided on the dress. We've said yes to the dress, team. Go us. I'll be back. It's not zipped up all the way in the back, so I'm going to go this way. Back, team. We did it. We're back to our regularly scheduled programming. Should we check on the stock? Should we check on the stock? Do you want to come with me to check on the stock? Do 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 do. Oh yeah, buddy. You're traveling a lot during the stream, and I like that for us. Okay, here we are. Back this way. It's okay, we're good. Okay. Oh, she's bubbling, she's bubbling. How does she smell? She smells tasty. She smells tasty. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me show you. Let me show you what we've created together. That's some good soup. That's some good soup. Let's give it a taste. Hold, please. Oh yeah, it's got a good color already. Oh, that's delicious. There's not need any more seasoning. Oh, that's so good. That is a very good stock, you guys. Because, like, we do always be making the stock, but some stocks are just better than others, just like anything else when you're making. Sometimes it turns out better, sometimes it turns out worse. This is not a restaurant, you guys. This is just my kitchen. We are not always doing the same. Here, I'll send you guys a picture of the soup. Oh yeah, that's some good soup. That's some good soup. It's not even soup yet. It's already good. Whew. Okay. It's coming your way. It's coming your way. Okay. Do 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 do. Ba-do boo do boo do. I just open it up to see Keely, my queen. She's so happy too. Is Keely always just the happiest girl? Is that just part of her being? I drank my water. Oh. Okay. My girly pops, what are you getting up to for the rest of your evening? Literally always. She's always the happiest girl in the world. Good. She deserves to be, because she's the cutest girl in the world, so she should be the happiest. That's good. Well, I'm glad that she's always there to keep you smiling. What are my bangs doing, you guys? See, this is the constant. Okay. That we can allow that. We can allow that banging. Oh. Oh. Well, now, in my last 10 minutes, I believe that what I do need are TV recommendations. Because so the last show that I really binged was The Pitt. Worth it, by the way. I need to see. Like, sit on the floor with the shower rushing all over you. Because that's a hell of a mood. Like, I understand that mood for sure. Oh, but I also do just love a good everything shower. I'm trying to extend this hair one more day. See if I can extend it past my... Yeah, just sit in the shower. Yeah, contemplate life. I do that sometimes too. Well, it's your fault for going to Florida, babe, okay? Yeah, and I'm sure it's a muggy heat too. Like, September has to be the worst time of year in Florida because not only is it hot and muggy, but it's also hurricane season. So, like, you're down there and you're like, oh, yeah, so, okay. I immediately saw Mel's message. The paper? Okay. So, that's another, like, Mike Shore, Gore TV show, right? Like, and just banging. I love basically all of those shows except for, and I'm so sorry to say this, I understand that what I'm saying is going to be polarizing. The Office is factually a good TV show. I am not debating that, but it is too cringe humor for me. So while I understand it, I have seen it, like bits and pieces, and I do understand that it is a good TV show, but it is not my preferred TV show of the gamut. I would say Parks and Rec is my favorite, and then The Good Place, and then Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Although, like, those are, like, easy top three. Like, a good 30-minute comedy it just hits. It just hits. You know what I mean? But so I've been rewatching Brooklyn Nine-Nine right now, actually, just to have something on in the background. Because the last show I binged was The Pitt. Was incredible. Very excited for the next season. Justice for Trinity Santos. I don't know why everyone's so mad at her. Like, she was right. Anyway, I could do a whole tangent on that. But I need a new show to get into. And everyone's telling me to watch Succession. And I never watched it because I could not get past, like, the first 2 episodes. Everyone's telling me, like, oh, like, once you get past episode 5, it, like, gets so good. And I factually understand that. I understand. However, I personally it annoys the crap out of me when I have to like skip the beginning of a show to get into it, which is actually so funny because Parks and Rec is one of those shows. Like the first season was a bit of a mess, but then you move into the second season and you're like, oh, it's incredible. And another person telling me it's so good. Maybe I'll just skip the first 5 episodes and just start with the 6th episode because that's where people are saying it gets good. And like, if I need context, I can always go back. But like, I truly, like, we get halfway through the 2nd episode and I'm like, I hate all of these people and I don't want to watch it. Okay, so I do not Real Housewives. I did early Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, like season 1. I have Secret Lives of Mormon Wives though. I haven't done the most recent season, but I have watched that and that is incredible. But I am not, Housewives, there's so much going on with Housewives. Like I feel like I would need to go back into the deep text at this point and like rewatch 20 seasons of TV shows. Like to fully understand the lore that is Real Housewives. Like it has become its own entity, like its own kingdom run by Andy Cohen. That just like, I think I would feel lost going into it. But also at the same time, like how different can all of the Housewives shows be? Like, is there an archetype for like every character is on like in the cast of Housewives, like do they fill archetypes? Like we need a funny one, we need like a business girl, like whatever that is, or like is each cast truly uniquely insane? Because like I would understand the reason why I watch Salt Lake is because I'm just fascinated by like Mormon culture and like the Mormon girls are going to be on Housewives of Salt Lake City, obviously, and then Jen Shah got sent to prison, which fantastic. And apparently she's in the same prison as Elizabeth Holmes, who is one of my favorite terrorizing girl bosses of the world. Just truly the There Are No situation was insane. It is one of the ones that I truly deep dive into because I love a good white collar crime, which again is why I would love Succession, because it's basically like, you know, family owning network television channel. Oh my God, who could it be based off of? It's blatantly obvious, and I would love that. It's just truly, I need to dig in and like settle in so that I care about any of these people. Not that I like them, but I care. Okay, Mel, it's time to judge your list. Game of Thrones, obviously. Peaky Blinders, another show that I watched like the first episode of and need to get into, but I do love Cillian Murphy. So like, I believe I would like that one. Money Heist, I never heard of that. Normal People, I did hear was good. Sons of Anarchy, I dated a guy in high school who loved Sons of Anarchy. So like, I believe that it is good, but I never watched it because he was weird. Adolescence, also haven't heard of. Mel, where are you pulling these shows out that I've never heard of? Obsessed with. Luther, fantastic. Sherlock, also good. The Outsider, slow. Okay, I never heard of Slow Horses, and I'm a horse girl. What is slow? Are there horses in it, Mel? Are there horses in Slow Horses? Because if there are not horses in Slow Horses, then I won't watch Slow Horses because we would need horses in there for that to make sense. Mel, you have a very vast watching. I love this for you. Is Normal People worth watching? Obviously, Mel, you're going to say yes. But like in general. No horses, it's a thriller show, Mel. Talk about a letdown. Oh, I would like a thriller show though. You know what I miss? Throwback, Scream Queens. Talk about another messy, unhinged show, but like the first couple of seasons were pretty peak humor. Other shows that I miss. It's just like, yeah, maybe Succession really is the next thing that I need to watch. But it's just, I don't know, maybe I just need to bite the bullet and do it, because that is what I did with The Pit. Read the book and then watch the show. It's spicy and you'll cry in the same. Oh, okay. Okay, so read the Sally Rooney book and then watch the TV show. I could do that. That could be a fun book club theme. Actually, so The Last of Us, if you saw that TV show. So my friend Gabrielle and I, what we did is, because she played the video games, so we would literally play the game and then watch like the corresponding episode, so to speak. And it was very fun to do. Like, I love a good multimedia interactive viewing experience. So like reading the book for a book club and then watching the show and comparing and contrasting would be super fun, actually. Oh, I wonder if there's other things. You know what I need to watch? And this is out of left field, but it is true. Lord of the Rings. I've theoretically seen all of those movies, but I don't remember watching them. Like, truly, I don't remember watching them. So that would be another fun book club theme of like reading the book and then watching the movie. Although why they broke The Hobbit into 3 movies, like for money, I understand they wanted that sweet, sweet money, but factually did not need to be 3 movies. Actually super annoying that it was 3 movies. Can't believe they did that to it. But they did that to so many movies, so it's not surprising. But you know what I am stoked for in terms of multimedia viewing experience is the new Hunger Games movie that's coming out, Sunrise on the Reaping, because I devoured that book and then sobbed at the end. So very excited to see that movie coming out. They did like the whole casting thing. They did the casting very well, and they had a very fun little social media rollout for it. I have to because Keeley is named after the brother from... Okay, wait, that's so cute. Wait, that's adorable, Mel. I didn't know you were a big Hobbit, Lord of the Rings fan. That's so fun. Okay. So maybe I'll do a little movie marathon for myself this weekend and try and get take the weekend. Like, that's definitely not something you can do in like a day. That'd be way too much TV time. You got to get up and stretch. You got to go for a hot girl walk in between, like intermission for a reason. But that would be fun to do over the weekend. That's absolutely something to keep in mind. Isn't it adorable? Wait, so are you ever going to get a Feely, Mel, for Keeley? Do it. I edit to the Lord of the Rings to keep track of how long I've been doing. That's genuinely so funny, Mel. Okay, so I'm gonna need to. Now I need to know all of your Lord of the Rings expertise. This is so exciting for me. I can't believe this whole new avenue that we have to go down now, you guys. Okay, so the assignment for the weekend is to watch any Lord of the Rings media and get yourself in the frickin' mood for the dwarves and the elves and things. And Orlando Bloom is... Sean Bean is in it. Does he die in it? He dies in most things, so I would assume so. And there's I swear to God, I've seen all these movies, and I did read The Hobbit in school, but the larger themes escape me. But anyway, you guys, it has officially hit the end of our live stream. We did 2 hours. Look at us fucking go, team. Look at us go. I think one more shot of the stock, and then we wrap it up for the evening. Shout out to Alexa for being the OG viewer here on time and here through the whole stream, above and beyond, also considering she did that while on a plane. 10 out of 10, Alexa. Let's do one more shot of the stock. You can see the beautiful stock that we've made together. And then I'll send you a picture of your bowl so that you know what bowl of soup you get to eat. Okay, here we go, team. Here we go. Here's the stock. Okay, last shot. That's good. That's good. We did it. Okay, thank you for joining me for soup night, you guys. I think I'll probably do this again because this was very fun. All right, I hope you guys have a fantastic, wonderful, fabulous evening. I will talk to you guys soon. And enjoy some good food and some Lord of the Rings, apparently. Okay, goodbye, gorgeous. Bye.